everybody, it's Rob Sachetto. How y'all doing? How you all doing on Tuesday? Yes, I said that. Yes, I said that. I'm wearing my shorts in in solidarity with Axl Rose because he wore shorts on stage a lot. Yeah. I'm doing it for the gimmick. So yes, guys, man, I should have looked at this a little better earlier on before I said I'd finish it tonight. But I'm gonna try. There's a lot of inking in here, man. There's a lot of inking. Yeah. So, well, I'll see what I can do. So, there's a couple of areas that still need to be to have color added, and I will do that first. Hey guys, it's Rob Sachetto. I am your guru of gore, creator of zombie portraits. Please subscribe to the channel. I also have drawn more zombies than anyone on planet Earth. I have a Patreon in which I post a new zombie drawing every single day, and I've been doing that since 2008. Do some Mathiolis on that. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of zombies, man. That's a lot of artwork. It's mostly all. Well, there's about 4,000 almost posts on my Patreon to check out. Guys, it's a cornucopia of art. Like, I would beseech you to look for another artist in the genre or in any other thing that has drawn anything that much. Like, I'm not even kidding, man. Like, you know. So, anyway, yes, check out that Patreon to see more of that work. If you love my stuff, if you like my stuff, you know, there's a lot of it there to check out. Lots of surprises. Yeah. So yes, I've drawn more zombies than anyone on planet Earth. That is going to be part of a bigger picture coming soon, which we will discuss. We could talk about. And yes, I'm also working on Cape Fear 2, the follow-up to my 150-page graphic novel. It is selling bewilderingly well. I don't know if it's the size of it that entices people, or the art. I think, you know what, to be honest, I think it's the art, because I only sell it at cons. I sell it online too, but I'm mostly at cons. And yeah, sometimes I'll just see somebody in the distance down the table looking at it, and then closing it and then bringing it up to buy it, and it's like, wow, you know, it's that instantaneous. And then sometimes they ask me, like, what's it about? And my answer is always a cross between the X-Files and Lord of the Rings. So yes, that's what Cape Fear 1 is basically like. Yeah. If I must liken it to, you know, another literary and visual kind of thing, that's what it is. Yeah. So if you like those things, you're more than likely going to enjoy, you know, Cape Fear and Cape Fear 2. I have a feeling, though, and I'm doing this kind of consciously, that Cape Fear 2 is going to have more horror in it. Like, it's going to be more horrific. Yeah, it'll put the emphasis, I think, more on horror. So yeah, if you're into that, then that will be the book for you. That'll be the book for you. Yes. Now that's what I've been trying to say. Yes, this is what I've been trying to say, actually, with these inks. Like, there's a actual white line around the whole thing, but I wanted to put another line around that, but I don't think that's good. I think just the initial white line that is affected by zombie stuff will work. Yes. So I'm going to take that out. At this stage is pretty crazy, but you know what, guys? I just kind of realized with more scrutiny what I had to do here. And so I have to change it. I have to change some of it. Yeah. Because otherwise it's visually confusing, and I don't want that I don't want that, to be a part of my art. Like, any kind of confusion I don't like. I really like to convey the image, immediately. So I don't want people to go, oh, is that Guns N' Roses thing? No, I want them to go, oh, that Guns N' Roses thing. You know what I mean? That's the reaction I want. So I don't want there to be any confusion as to what it is. So you got to make those kinds of omit things that are unnecessary. Like, put lots of detail in and all, but omit the things that aren't necessary, because it's just unnecessary visual clutter that confuses people when they first look at it. So again, that's where I come from, right? That's where I'm coming from with what I do for the most part. And I think that's a good practice if you're an artist who wants to convey a message, without the words, but in the visuals and things like that. Then yeah, man, you want to be able to do that concisely. So at this point, I haven't finished the thumbnail for this video yet, but I'm sure there'll be a huge head, my head in there somewhere. And man, like, even trying to do that, I'm so primitive this afternoon. I'm trying to like cut around it with a circle eraser tool, and I'm sure there's some program out there that I have no idea that exists. Could just like isolate, drop the background, boom, there's your PNG, man. But here I am, like, tactically trying to, like, pixel by pixel almost. Yeah, things are primitive here, man. Primitive. Yeah. I'm a caveman. It's true almost, man. I'm like one step up from cave drawings. I'm the ultimate alpha male. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have sock juice. My sock energy drink is coming out next week. Yeah, I'm an alpha male. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness, alpha male. Oh, man. Feel that energy. Then I'll have a shady crypto coin coming out right after my sock juice energy drink fails, man. It's like it writes itself. Yeah. Pure crypto art, man. But yes, I do things very old school. But, maybe I'll get in a bit, because I'm doing some more detail-y stuff. And y'all might want to see that. Rob sock juice. Yeah, I produced a lot of that substance. Yes, that's gross. Yes, it is. This week. Oh, the heat. Man, I almost bailed on tonight. Not bailed. I would have obviously said something. But I almost couldn't do tonight's thing because I'm like, the heat. Christine. Wow, that's looking great. That cross should be a mixture of purple and blue. Oh, the blue looks good though. Oh man, really? Eh? I cannot see that tall. But thank you for that. I appreciate the indications of that. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start putting. You know what? I could, and this is the thing, that it would actually cut up the intensity of that blue if I added some purple or purple brown, like a warm purple, like add some brown in there. Yeah, I might do that to tone it down. I think it looks good too. Like, I think it looks good, but it might be a tad. I'm gonna have to see after I add the colors to the rest of the guys, because I don't think there's much in terms of bright colors on those guys, like other than what's there. They're all skeleton. They're all skeletal in this. So skeleton, skeletal. Yeah, they're all skeletons in that. So I've actually added more, zombie stuff to them to make them zombies. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to and this will be fun. I think the outside area will be that white stripe that's around it, but I'm going to make it a wee thicker because I'm going to make the holding line for this thicker. Yes, and it will be sort of like zombified as well. Okay, you know what? I'm going to switch to my favorite Guns N' Roses song. Have you seen them live? Favorite Guns N' Roses song? Rocket Queen. Have I seen them live? No. Believe it or not, I'm not a concert guy, and I know, right? But I'm just not anymore. Like, I've had like, agoraphobic type of episodes or panic attacks in crowds too, and so yeah, like I wouldn't risk it, and plus, I'd rather listen to the music at home, man. Like, to be honest, I'm not about killing it, I'm about chilling, man. So that's where I'm at with that. But man, hats off to people who love them. I know many people who do. And that's great. Like, what a great experience. I've been to concerts, man, but like, that ain't me no more, man. Like, I can't deal, nor do I want to. But to answer your question, no. I'm just a rambling man. So yes, the next big soundtrack I'm getting will be the Sinners one, man. That is a terrific soundtrack. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. I get panic attacks in crowds myself. I prefer playing my music at home. Yes, yeah. That's my speed. That's what I do now. Or at a campfire or something. Not bothering anybody, but being able to sort of listen to it louder and bigger, outside, right, in front of a campfire. But yeah. And I think, yes, like, Appetite for Destruction was my favorite album by them, of course. I don't know if that's a surprise, but shouldn't be. Here's some Guns N' Roses Rob trivia. That's relatable. I can relate to that guy. So, yeah, we're doing the we're doing the Appetite for Destruction zombie album cover version. Yeah, man, like it's about time. It's about time. I've been asked about this for years, and somebody just again reminded me lately of it, and asked if I had done it. And I said no, and I'm like, I'm gonna fix that. So that's why I'm doing this. Plus, I thought, man, this would be a great new thing for me to do for you guys. You know, like we did cards. We've done so many different like comic book pages, pinups, Pokemon, like all kinds of stuff, and all kinds of different mediums too. But I thought, no, we'll do this because this is this is a cool album. I think a lot of people in a lot of different generations know what it is, have heard it, you know, love it. It's kind of a classic album, man. So you know, I thought, yeah, I'll do that. I think people would dig it, you know. So so that brings us to this. That brings us to present. That brings us to circa. Yes. Yeah, so I'm kind of having fun with the excuse me, letters here too. I'm choking on my own rage here. Yeah, I need a drink. There we go. Hot coffee on a hot day. Yes, wonderful. Yeah, I think I need a smoothie maker type thing so I could just make iced coffees. Like, that's all I would use it for. I must get one of those. One of them's. Yeah, so we're doing things on the primitive. In terms of just materials, you know, like paper, pen and ink, and you know, watercolor paint, very, you know, affordable, plentiful, cheap to make, and so on, and versatile too. Like, that's why I love watercolor paint, you know, and because I don't use it like traditionally. You know, I use it kind of as a series of washes, so a build-up type of thing. You know, yeah. So I want to even make the, you know, the banner look kind of, you know, like flesh, maybe, like, you know, like Ed Gein made it. Ed Gein made their banner here, and Robert Williams did the inside jacket art. That art is fabulous, man. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, check it out. Check out Robert Williams too. Incredible pop, bizarre artist. Yeah, I even have one of his books, I think, too. Well, no, I know I do. I don't know where it is, but it's up. It's on the shelf. Yes, I use books, man. Ooga booga. Yeah, man. I just crawled out of me cave. Who does that? Why? You know what, man? I think you just revere the images more. I don't know. I don't call it what you want. I just love tactile. I love to touch things. You know, things that are like that, like comics, and you know, I just love that stuff. You know, not all collectibles too, just the stuff I like movies and comics. You know, but man, I had to do an about face on comics, man. Those were getting out of hand. Like comic prices, like $5 a book now. Holy crud! Like, man. I get it. People need to get paid, but I don't know, man. I can't, like, they're in league with the printing companies, man. Make a pot of coffee, let it cool, and put it in the fridge right before it will chill, and just stir and add ice next day. just as good. Yes, yeah, totally. I absolutely agree, Christine. Thanks for that. You know what? It's just the fortitude to do that. But yes, that's a great idea, and I'll probably do it. It's the easiest thing, right? It's the easiest thing, you know. So yes, yeah, and like totally prepare it, like with the milk and sugar and all that, you know, and then put it in the fridge and have it on ice. Yeah. What's not to like? Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, totally. So we're continuing with the inking of the Guns N' Roses. Yeah, we're doing the inks and adding some flair. Woo! Adding some flair in there. Hulk Hogan passing away. Hey, that's crazy. Did we talk about that? Yeah, that's nutty, man. Like, you know, call him whatever you want. Like, judge him however you want. You know, he was a great entertainer, man. He totally got tons of help along the way. There's no question about that. But I think he had the drive to kind of you know, want to be an entertainer, man, and want to be the best, you know. And yeah, he did tons of heinous things, probably. Yeah. It seems like everyone who's got, like, crazy amounts of money, it's like, no, I'm shocked. Them? That's crazy. I would never have thought. You know, like, it comes with the territory now. Like, there's no surprises there. So, yeah. Shocking news from... No, it's not. Shocking news from the so-and-so case. No, it's not. Startling testimony. No. Not. Nope. Nothing shocking about that. Nothing shocking. There, we got some nice EC type inking going on in there. EC Comics, the you know, great horror. I don't have a single. I've never ever seen one of those. I don't think in the wild ever. I don't have one EC comic from that era. I've never seen one in the wild. Maybe once. But even that I doubt. I think it was those reprint ones. But yeah, I've never seen, and I didn't look hard enough. I just kind of thought they were the original EC run stuff. But they you know, most likely were reprints. So anyway, yeah, that's weird, you know, because I've seen like Dell and all of those types of weird, like Gold Key, of course. Like they sold a lot. They sold a lot of books, man, and I love those painted covers from that era, man. Oh my goodness, I don't even know who the people are who did those. Like I obviously could look it up, but they never had their. I don't think the cover artists ever had their names printed in the comic. You know. So, yeah, but man, those guys were awesome. Those Bronze Age books, man, like, I'm such a sucker for that, you know? Sucker! Yeah. We're all over the place. We're all over the place, talking comics and art style. Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of using that almost... indie comic EC mashup style, I would maybe say, you know. But yeah, that's kind of the look I'm going for, you know, for this. Very simple, very like highly recognizable. You know, a lot of people have kind of seen that, whether they've seen the EC stuff or not. It's been, you know, it's been. I don't want to say ripped off, but it's been like used that style has been used to sort of easily suggest horror, right? They used those art tropes that were developed by those EC guys, you know, the lighting and all that stuff, to that evokes horror in anything, like, you know, a costume package with like a face on it, a toy, whatever, you know, taken from that point of view with that lighting. It's like they wrote the horror language, you know, in comics type of thing. Obviously influenced by movies too, with the lighting and all that stuff, but, you know, to put it in illustration, I don't know, I kind of thought, right? It's super identifiable. Yeah, man. Old man shakes fist at cloud. Old man yells at cloud. There, whoops, there. And then I will further add details with the smaller, I think 0.2 to add a little bit more depth in there. But yeah, now we're on to Axel. He kind of does. You know what? Okay, so if he has streaks in his hair, I'm going to add that after. And you know what I'm going to do to add that? I'm going to actually use the acrylic Sharpie pen paintbrush thing. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Yes, here it is. Here it is, and Helga. Yeah, that's it there, and Sharpie. Yeah, man. Primitive stuff, man. Yeah. And I'm coming out with my patented sock juice next week in my merch store. Don't forget to buy that. And my new crypto is dropping next week. Yeah. I'm a primitive alpha male who draws primitively. That's my new gimmick. That's how I'll get more views. Yeah. It's that easy. So there we go, guys. Hope you're digging it. It's getting done. It's getting done. I swear to God. It's getting done. I swear to God. I was a huge Hulk fan as a child, and my hero, he was my hero when I was a kid. Regardless of his issues, I still loved him. Yes! Yeah, I had his whole outfit as a kid. Oh my God! Typical Hulk fan, I definitely was. That's awesome, Christine. You nerd. Nerd points, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's wonderful. I love when you guys share stories and stuff. You know, and that's awesome. Like, you know, you're hearing about you're hearing me talk about my sort of, you know, things. But yeah, feel free to you know, if you have some fun stories, add those to the chat or the comments. And please do check out the Zombie Daily page on Patreon. On my Patreon, the link is in the description below, and that is more fun than you can handle. Yes, you'll need to pack a lunch to check out all that art. Also, check out Zombie Portraits, zombieportraits.com, of course. Just type Zombie Portraits into Google. I pop right up. Get yourself a zombie portrait. Amazing wedding gift. Man, I've done so many weddings. Wedding zombie portraits. It's just unreal. So yes, check that out. Zombieportraits.com. You need a gift idea that's quirky, cool, original, custom, extremely affordable for the time being. I would definitely recommend a zombie portrait, you know, especially to a horror fan. or as obviously a zombie fan or anything like that, man. Like, man, you can't go wrong with a zombie portrait. That is, that should be your number one gift idea going forward, man. Seriously, man. Like, I can't think of a better thing. Like, sure, maybe movie memorabilia and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of cool. But having a completely, like, original custom zombie portrait, and again, you get the original in the mail, is quite special. Yes, and it would be my honor to do so for you. I would love to do that for you. Love for you to be next. And and yeah, let's get it on. Let's get some zombie portrait action going. Yeah. You hear me? So we're here in the studio where all the oh no, am I way off? Oh no, sorry guys, I'm way off here. Oh, my apologies. There's so much stuff. This poster, man. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this upside down. Yeah, because otherwise it won't fit. Yeah, this poster is way bigger than 11 by 17. I think it's a 12 by 18. I know it's like, oh, that's way bigger, but no, it is. It is like, because 11 by 17 does not work well on this area either, because of all the stuff that I need at literally arm's length. So yes, my apologies, man. Like, I got off camera there for quite a while, I think. So there we go. We're just adding more cool, like hair follicles. What are his glasses? A color? Maybe yellow or nothing. Man, that is too small for me to see. Is there a bigger? You know what? I think there might be an actual poster in here. Is there, douche? It's the special one. Yes, and I can't show you the whole Robert Williams one. But here's some of it. Yeah, that is some great art, man. Yeah, that's the inside liner notes. And again, man, that's why I love having. No, there's no poster. That's why I love having the original thing, man. I know that sounds corny. I know it sounds corny, but I just love that. It's a thing that I do. Real stuff. Real things. Yeah. I know I have it. It's not in the ether. That's how I see that kind of stuff. You know. So yes, I did make the glasses yellow. The frame's yellow. But I'm really going to cut them in. So it'll be a very small fraction of yellow being seen. And more of his, like the eye, the lenses rather, sorry. Yeah. So sometimes if I get off, like if I have a brain fart or whatever, and I get off the topic, it's usually because I'm concentrating on something all of a sudden. So yes, that's why, I'll totally forget what I'm even talking about, or, yeah. So excuse me when I wrote this. None of it staged. Yeah, and here we go, guys. This is it. Hopefully I get this finished tonight. That would be very cool. Yeah, and maybe someone would want to purchase the original. If you do, let me know in the comments section, and I'll hook you up. Yeah, I'll hook you right up. I'll hook you up. Yeah. So yeah, again, I was sort of I'm tending to stylistic things that I think are gonna stay, but I might have to change after I have more of it done. It's one of those things. Yes. This isn't necessarily set in stone, but I am doing the inks around it. Kind of freestyle, you know. If I need to add some stuff, I will. If I need to subtract stuff, I will. You know, so I'm not committing to anything like super definitely at this inking stage even. Man, I really gotta check my 9 there, guys. Sorry. Like right here, like this needs to be fixed because I want to show less of a distance between his hat and that that line. Yeah. Again, these are things I think of as I'm kind of doing it. Yeah, same with this. And that actually kind of helps I think that might even help the little idea. No, does it? No, that has to be. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so, yeah, I'm doing this sort of outline around. And again, like it's something that I'm still even working out at the inking phase, so it's subject to change actually. Right now, I'm just trying something out on the fly, but I'm doing so cautiously because I want to be able to manipulate it if I have to. So, like I said, I'm not committing to definite lines in what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of just doing structural inks. Structural. Yes, those types is okay. Obviously, this is the better vantage point because as soon as maybe I'll pull out a bit there. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I'm too kind of. I think for this, I'm kind of too tight. So there we go. Yeah, we're making this kind of look like flesh. You know, this is what I love about doing the zombie thing. There's so many angles and there's so many components and so many little things that you can add to enrich it and make it more creative. I love that. Like, you know. That's why I love doing the Lego minifigs too, because they're so like specifically, you know, engineered. You can't really mess that up, but you could really do cool zombie stuff with them, you know, which I have, and yeah, you can check that out on the Zombie Daily page on the Patreon. Yeah, just type in minifig or Lego, and you'll see a bunch of stuff, man. You'll see a bunch of zombie minifigs. The minifigs. I love those. I love Lego. It's true. Yeah, Lego's my bestest toy. I would say that about the Godzilla, that Mattel Godzilla, but you know that's not a toy to play with. That's not a toy to play with. That's a toy to revere. You don't touch Mattel Godzilla, you know. Yeah. So there we go. Some more inking done on there. I pulled out a little bit, so that's great. So I think it's better. Alright, so allow me to check this. Philip Gandy, hello, how you doing? Good to have you here. if I ever get a family photo done soon with myself and my 4 kids, I would totally share it with you because my kids are older now and moving out. I need a portrait done. Yes, yes you do, Christine. Yes you do. I was GI Joe Lego and Hot Wheels. Yeah, GI Joe Lego and Hot Wheels. Yeah, as a kid, yes. Yeah, me too. My brother and I were just talking about that yesterday, or maybe it was the other day. But regardless, yeah, we had the Oscar Goldman Office, the Bionic Man, all the GI Joe stuff, like the guy, like the one with the velour head, and like the Kung Fu grip, and then like the Bionic Man, you could see through this hole in his head, like his bionic eye, man. Yeah, we had those crazy toys, man. You know? Yeah. Yep. That was a time, man. That was a time. You know? So I'm gonna do some more fancy little things with the letters. Not to obscure them too much, but to make them a bit more, just add a little bit of mystery to them. Yeah. And again, it almost looks like it's branded on the flesh, you know. Yes, these are things I must think of. Yeah. I don't feel anything anymore. Didn't feel anything that time. So yeah, man. Adding the sort of the little difference. It's the little differences. Little differences in the. But again, keeping the aesthetic, like the original aesthetic, obviously there, because I don't want to change that. Like I said, I want people to look at this and go, and not go like, what is that? Is that Guns N' Roses thing? I want them to go like, oh, that Guns N' Roses thing, awesome. That's the reaction. That's the reaction I'm going for with this. So, you know. I don't want to change too much, but I want to add a creative angle to it, you know, that works, you know, that works. And again, the banners are going to be, you know, fleshy, like this banner is probably going to end up being a little more like the inside of the skin. You know, inside the other side of the skin. The other side of the skin, Clarice. They were skinned. Anthony Hopkins, though. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, let's talk about Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins, though, man. I watch Silence of the Lambs often. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that without any shame at all. Like, I watch that movie a lot, man. I love that movie. Like, just the tone, man. It almost belongs in the Exorcist universe. Like, you know, it almost feels like that. It almost feels like that. Yeah, I love that movie. You know. And even when Brian Cox did Lecter in Manhunter with, what's his name? I always used to say his name funny. I used to make fun of his name. The guy from, the dude from that not the CSI, but yeah, maybe one of those. I can't remember his name now. But the one with him, that Manhunter, the first Manhunter, that was great. That was fantastic. That was a Michael Mann movie too. So, Yeah, but Brian Cox played Lecter in that movie, and he was just as creepy, man. Well, maybe not just as creepy, because obviously Anthony Hopkins had more to work with. You know, you don't see much of Brian Cox's Lecter in Manhunter, but man, like there's a scene with him by himself where he makes a phone call. That's utterly chilling, man. Like it's just like you kind of sit there and you go, man, like that was so easy for him, you know, because you have to see the scene. It's just amazing. But yeah, man, just you know what? I put all of the things kind of I see into my visual, right? So you know, some things last a longer time. Some things they're more fleeting. You know what I mean? But all of that stuff goes in, and it comes out with your style. You know, it comes out with your style and it's your experiences, man. And again, that's why I always maintain like AI can never accomplish that level of uniqueness. Like it would have to. It would literally, it couldn't keep up with the artist's ability, you know, and change, you know. Because you could go, oh, okay, I have that artist's total style down. It's like, no, you don't, because, you know, tomorrow that style might evolve a little bit because of an experience or whatever. So, you know, you're already at a date. You know what I mean? And it could be imperceptible, but that's what makes it unique, you know. Sure, you have the general framework of that person's, you know, artistic style down, but man, it's like it's not the end of the story for that artist, you know. Like yeah, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So yes, I'm gonna actually kind of add wavy, curly sort of hair on Slash here because he has like pretty tight curls, man. I think like almost Afro-ish. Am I not? Am I right? I think like almost an Afro type hair. No, maybe not that tight. I don't know. I can't remember now. Like, are there? Yeah, no, big. I think big, like rings of hair. Yeah, none of the pics are really that good. No, I don't think there are even pics of them. Oh yeah. Okay. It looks like just a totally black cloud. Okay, it's not that tight. Okay, it's not super tight. In that picture, anyway. Okay. The curls aren't super tight curls, but yeah, there's waviness. But yeah, I want to kind of add that in, you know. He's got the cigarette, so cool. Yeah. I'm invincible, douche. Adding some nice, you know what, I think I'm going to switch to, you know what, I'm going to get a brand new, and the new pen that I'm going to use is a number 3, I hope. I think I have one. Do I? Oh, I do. Oh, that's so good. Yes, I found one. All right, goody. Yeah, because I'd love a brand new number 3, and I got it. I got one. I got one. Yeah, that would actually get nice and detailed in there. I wanted to really show the, you know, sinew and the, rotting flesh and stuff. Yeah, nice, almost EC comics style, and indie comics, like underground comics. That kind of style. That pen and ink sort of, rough-hewn rendering. People identify with that. There are many other indie comics guys. I'm sort of referring to that Mike Allred indie style, and using it and that being super recognizable too. That's sort of based on the Kirby sort of stylings and that, of course, and it's very nostalgic. But that was indie comics back when, man. But then Robert Crumb, those types of guys, yeah, those types of guys is he does not have bangs. Look, I have bangs. He does not have bangs. What does he have though? What is that? Oh, it's sort of. Oh, that's weird. It kind of. Yeah, that is bizarre. His hair doesn't do that. But I guess in there, maybe I'll try to do that a little bit. But I find that kind of weird that his hair does that. Like his hair doesn't. Like his hair is not parted in the middle. You know what I mean? But in the thing, it is. So, what to do? Well, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna just do the brim of his hat first, thickly. Thickle Y. And add that sort of white brim look. That's the edge of the brim. And then dark. And then dark. Oh, sorry guys. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Way off there. Yeah, just really pouring on the, that rough looking detail and stuff for his hair. Yeah, man, I love that. I love that kind of look, and it's keeping with that, the underground EC indie comic style. And that's very much like the original album cover. When you look at it, it has that flavor, I find. It doesn't look like a Marvel Comics, or even heavy metal influence in there, But yeah, it doesn't look like a Marvel or DC or anything like that type of illustration or thing. I find it very EC-ish. But yeah, there we go. There's you know what? Does he? Okay. So, wait, what's going on? Wait. Okay. He's got that going on. All right. And that goes right to the top. Yeah, because it's a top hat, man. Okay, and then this. Y'all see this happening? These are just really, really quick zigzag lines that create a lot of dark like a lot of shading area, and then I could go in and actually make it darker if I want. You know, so it again, like it's got little bits and bites in there. Like if you can see that, it's not totally black, but it's all zigzagged in. You know, in keeping with the surface of that hat, that top hat type of deal. And then as you can see in this, like there's more detail in the buckles there, so I'm going to actually add that now. And put that in there. Oh, and I think I'm going to even add even more details. Yeah, I'm just crackling around the perimeter here, seeing what I can do to butt up the black to the image and have that white, you know, outline that's zombie kind of even affected, you know, kind of has details and stuff in it, but soft. So that's what I'm kind of adding to as well, the outline. But I just pretty much finished Slash here, so he's kind of done, I think. Well, no, not entirely, but I'm gonna add that weird wisps of hair that he's got in there, or at least affect it with white. Now, where's my white? Where's me white? I'm going to use, oh, here it is, the acrylic pen again. Yes. And where are we going? Okay, we're going there. All right, so he has a bit of a crest here. Okay. And then, that's really weird. I'm going to cover that up a little bit more, I think. I think it's too white. So yeah, I'm going to add I'm going to add some black on top of that because it's too much. Oh, it's too late. There. And then I'm going to go with a bit of gray there. Maybe a bit more in the center. Just to give it a bit more contrast, you know, and to cover up that white area more that I just added. Yeah, there. I think that works. I'll actually put a probably thicker holding line around him, but yes. Just gonna check my chat here. Sir Anthony Hopkins is a legend. Yeah, he does for sure. Slashes some curls. Only women wish they could have. Yeah, no kidding. Damn, you're good at this. I love watching this. Oh, cool. Thanks you. Thank you, Christine. Thanks to you. Thank you very much, Christine, for that, for the kind words. I appreciate that. Glad you dig it. You know, this is kind of just what I do. So, you know, I find it interesting. I love doing it, and I'm glad, you know, there are people out there that are like-minded, man, and, you know, kind of like the shtick, like the work and things of that nature. So, yeah, man, that's awesome. And guys, if you could, really love it if you could subscribe to the channel. That would really mean a lot to me. Tons more content on the way, guys. Incidentally, this is the 25th live stream being recorded here today. So in the studio. So guys, you're part of a minor milestone. If you're watching, 25th live stream today, right now. We're doing it. Yeah. So we're attempting to finish the Guns N' Roses "Appetite for Destruction" album cover as zombies, and yeah, we're getting along. It's happening. It's happening. You know, you're watching it happen before your eyes. It's live. You're watching creation in the making, right before your very eyes, making something that didn't exist before. It's art. It's art. And I think it's something very special. And that's why I do as much of it as I can, because I really enjoy it. And I hope you guys enjoy the live streams as well. And as I mentioned, I hope that you could subscribe to the channel, like the videos. There are many. This is the 25th live stream. However, there are like over 100 other videos up in the video section that you might want to check out too. I've got some movie reviews, and again, like the movie reviews are more of a like, oh, you know what? Check this movie out if you haven't seen it. It's really good. Those are, you know, I don't kind of crap on movies too much. I will if I have to, but you know, yeah, they're fun. They're fun reviews, and yeah, they're kind of an eye opener too. So I also do like convention reviews as well. I do a lot of conventions, pop culture type conventions. I'll be doing Anime Fest actually August 9th in Aurelia. I know that much. It's at, I believe, the Aurelia Mall. And man, yes, I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah, that should be a hoot. That should be a hoot. I'm really going to dig that, I think. And yeah, so I do con reviews on the channel. Lego builds. I love Lego. So yeah, there's Lego builds on there as well. Blind builds, like I just make up stuff as I go along and try to create things with what I've got. And then even try to do actual Lego modular buildings with the Lego that I have. Like try to come close as I can. They're fun videos, guys. They're fun videos. If you want to check those out. But yeah, man, this is the 25th live stream tonight. And we're trying to finish the, well, we're not trying to finish. It's not really like the end of the world if I don't. But I am hoping and thinking I may finish this tonight. Yeah. So, yes. And you guys will have, between two videos, watch the whole thing go down from literally a sketch to the finished product. So yeah, man, if you're into that, check out yesterday's video, or the other day's video rather. Okay, it's an appetite. You gotta watch that, man. Gotta watch that. Nobody's here to spell check for you. You're doing it blind. You're going in blind, trying to spell words. Yeah. So yes, again, I'm trying to keep the same aesthetic as the original, but add a little bit of a flair to it. Add a bit of a different. And again, I apologize, guys. Yeah, put a little bit of a different flavor to it, and I like that. I like that. You know, I'd rather be more creative than try to stick to something. And since it's my design, I can do kind of whatever I want. So, you know, I'm not being directed by anyone to do this. So it's my kind of decision to do the things I'm doing, you know, like tweaking the letters slightly, you know, and things like that. Fun, creative things in the sort of obvious, the vein of the you know, album cover. You know, keeping that always in mind. You want people to, you know, identify it immediately, right? So, yeah, being very careful about those things. Those things are interesting and important to me. So, you know, yeah. But yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. Like, you know what? Here, I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do Axel next. And I'm going to start with the broad strokes. And he's going to look really mean and menacing. Yeah. There's some nice. You can see that, guys, I hope. Okay, I'll get up a little bit there. Better. And yeah, he's gonna look really menacing for sure, and almost have like that Hulk-like grimace, you know. And I'm very much invoking a Sal Buscema Hulk grimace on Axel's face here. Yeah. I used to love those Sal Buscema Hulk comics. They were amazing. Yarg! Like the UFOs and oh man, like so many cool the USA agents or no or the USSR force or whatever. I can't remember what they were called, what the team was called, but yeah, they were introduced in the Hulk too, and yeah, those days of comics were fun, man. Yeah, was that the 80s? I guess 80s comics, yeah. And then Sal Buscema did Rom. Oh man, that was awesome too. Yeah, Rom. I loved Rom. I think I've got the entire collection almost. I think almost I do. Yes, almost. I might be missing like 3 or 4 or 5. But yeah, Rom was awesome. Sal Buscema again, and then they'd have the inkers Aiken and Garvey. Whoever they were amazing inkers, man. Oh my goodness. Like they totally changed the pencils, you know, of whoever they were doing to make them like silkier and thicker and bolder, and oh man, like they had such a great influence, you know. And don't get me wrong, like I love Sal Buscema, but they enriched his work so much when they inked him. Oh, I love those guys, like whoever they are. Aiken and Garvey. Yeah, that's what they were billed as the inkers to those ROM stories. Yeah. Anyway, off on tangents always. It's on my family crest. Yes, it's true. So we're inking as we go. Wow, what an adventure! This is crazy. Yeah, just going along with it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna maybe pronounce. I'm gonna pronounce this blue a little bit more here. Yeah, that should be thicker. That should be a bit thicker. There. Yeah. Yes. There. Now I can ink it. Now I can ink that. accordionly. There. Appetite for destruction. I got an appetite for destruction. There. There's some nice. Is that how the? Yeah, that's how the R's are. R's are. That's how the R's are. Yeah, they've got that. They got that little eagle head. They got that little eagle headline right up there. Guys, I hope you're having a great week so far, and I'm hoping also that I'm making it a wee bit better with the live stream art exhibition session. Yes, I hope you're digging it. Yeah, all of the art that I do here goes to the Zombie Daily Patreon page. The link is in the description below, of course, and you must check that page out. It is chock full of incredible zombie art over the years. All of my straight up sort of art, like nature art and portraiture and celebrity drawings and things of that nature too. So if you want to check all that out, go to that, click on that link and the link, and you will be witness to insane amounts of zombie artwork and other things. Yeah. And if you have the ways and means, if you could throw in $2 a month to help me get more and different and new and exciting art supplies for which to do more zombie art with for this page. That is where all the proceeds go from the Patreon. They go to buying art supplies. So I would, man, that would be so incredible if you could help with that. Really appreciate that. Man, 4,000 images, all traditional art. That's a lot of art supplies, man. So yes, any way you could help with that would be absolutely amazing, and I would thank you for it. I thank you for it in advance. Yeah, subscribe to the page, channel, the Patreon. You can become a member there too, a free member if you'd like as well. Man, there's art that goes on there every day, and you'll be seeing this in its scanned and completed final form on that page. So that's where this will go. That's where it goes, to that Patreon page. Yeah. There. Okay. So that's going to come off there. And there. That's kind of how I'm doing this. For now. But I might change it depending on how it looks in the overall. As I get closer to black, like putting the black fill everywhere, it will dramatically change the overall appearance quite drastically when I do that. Believe me. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to fathom. Putting black, like having this on black instead, really changes everything, right? So, there's some things that I have to kind of wait for to finish in terms of the outline, because I really have to see how they're going to look. So, yeah, I'm kind of doing it with the expectation I'll have to change it somehow, whether with addition or subtraction of line. So, yeah, these are things you have to think of, like, on the way. Like, you know, theoretically, I should have, you know, done the background in black pencil, but that's ridiculous and it's a waste of time. You know, like and it makes everything messy and everything too. I ain't got time for that, so I'm not gonna do that. You know, what I will do though is, you know, make provisions for changing areas if I have to after that black is on there, after that black fill has been done, you know. So again, like, things you pick up on as you do the work, right? Just ways of doing things that are, you know, better, faster, cheaper. Yeah, like I said, you really gotta, like, you really have to do some bargain shopping, man. When you're doing art supplies, at least I do. Like, unless it's for, you know, zombie portraits or something, like, I'm not gonna always use top of the line materials for all the stuff that I do on Zombie Daily. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. So yeah, I try to, oh man, like, I was at the dollar store one day and and found these new brush pens. Like, where is it? There's, like, holy cow. So I bought, like, I don't know, 15 of them. They were $1. They were $1. I tried it out. Where is it? Where are they? And they're cream colored too, or gray or something. So that's why I'm always looking for a black pen, but it's like a bright color. But yeah, anyway, oh my god, like, so I find these brush pens, these no-name brand brush pens at the dollar store. So yeah, man, I bought a bunch of them. Who knows if I'm even going to see those again, you know? So, yeah, like, I do, and like, even the watercolor paper, pad paper that I do the Pokemon on, that's dollar store too. Studio. Oh, yeah, okay. My OBS studio was unconnected. Just kidding. They don't ignore me. Just love sharing my thoughts with you. Much love, Rob. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate it. That really means a lot, and it's okay, man. Chat away. It's all good. The only problem to that sometimes is that I can't. I'm on a different sort of channel, and I have to switch back to my the YouTube channel where I can see the chat. The reason I'm not there is because there's a delay, and it's weird. Like, it's very weird because of the delay. Like, when I try to, like, show things, it does, like, I can't, like, it doesn't happen right away. So yeah, I'm on this channel, so sometimes I don't see the chats right away, the chat stuff right away. So, but I will, you know, I do obviously check it out as often as I can, right? So yes, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you I'm glad that you enjoy the show. Yeah, and the art, that's really, that's awesome. I appreciate that very much. You know, like, when you guys tune in, man, when you subscribe to the channel, that means a lot to me. Like, I'm doing this because I love it a lot, and like, I just I hope that I could, you know, inspire folks who maybe want to be artists, and, you know, or entertain people with just, you know, how you know, primitive ape like I am, using pens and inks and paper. You know, look at the Monkey Man draw, man. Yeah, look at the Monkey Man draw. So you know, I hope to kind of entertain people in that sense too, like, you know. And if you can learn anything from me, I don't particularly endorse my methods. I don't endorse your methods. But if you think that I'm doing something that you think is, you know, a nice little trick or cool visual shortcut or interesting way of inking or whatever, yeah, feel free to pick it up, man. It's all good. It's yours, man. You know, I wanna help people as much as I can. You know, and I just really want to reach more people, guys. So when you subscribe to the channel, it elevates me into, you know, perhaps a loftier space in the algorithm stream. You know, as eloquently as I could put that, kind of thing. But yeah, that would really mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to the channel, like the videos. And again, it's, you know, it's a little from you for a lot to me, man. Like there's no cost to subscribing, man. And again, you know what? I mentioned this before, but like I just want to say that I do the same for creators that I subscribe to. Like I have a lot of subscriptions to a lot of different, like everything from like wrestling to comics to music. Yeah. Oh yes, definitely music. Of course, Rick Beato and oh my God, Anthony Fantano. Oh, holy jeez. I love his opening. I love his opening little gimmick there with his name. It's always fun. But yeah, those guys music wise are great. A couple of true crime ones. I don't know. I don't even know why I kind of do it, but man, one of them really killed me the other day. Was that Explore With Us channel. Man, that was like awful, man. Like I almost had to turn that off. Yeah, that was quite brutal, But yeah, man. All of the oh yeah, and then, you know, movie review channel guys. There's what's the Canadian guy that I watch? Brandon's Cult Videos? Is it Brandon's Cult Videos? Yeah, I think it's Brandon's Cult Videos. And he's fun. Yeah, so again, like I subscribe to a lot of different channels, and man, I always remember to, or try to remember really, to click that like and all that. So and you know, and yeah, man, I watch their whole videos. Like I nobody's gonna watch a 3-hour, you know, me drawing video, right? But you know, even if you like, check it out for a little while, it's all good. I would absolutely love to get some tutorials with you about your pencils. Okay, I always drew with a typical school pencil, but I did, I'm going to say fading with my fingers. Yeah, I'd love to learn new ways. Oh yeah, okay, so totally. You know what? Maybe I'll do an actual night where I'm doing for real tutorials. Yeah, real teaching, yo. Because, yeah, like I was a teacher, for goodness sakes. I taught every grade from kindergarten to grade 6. And then I did workshops for other grades, like grade 8, 7, 8 and stuff. And 9. But that's it for high school. And then college. I taught college for a brief period of time. But I was a mentor for years. They had a mentor program, and man, that was awesome. And I was a mentor for years, but a teacher for a brief period of time. But man, sure. You know what? I'll do that. Right? I'll do that. That'll be part of the maybe Patreon, thing where I'll be like, here's a bonus post. And I mean, I kind of do that already with the live streams, but yeah, man, they could be more educational, So yeah, maybe I'll do that. think that'd be kind of cool. You know, folks maybe would dig it. Yeah, man. There's like lots of kind of little tricks, and like not even tricks, but like visual, sort of markings that like actually trick the eye into seeing something that's three-dimensional, but isn't. It's 2D because you've drawn it right on a piece of paper, but you've created the illusion in ink that it is in fact a three-dimensional, like maybe crater or something, and there's little ways to kind of do that with your pen, like there's making a little teardrop in another one, and like anyway so we'll do. I've convinced me. You've convinced me. I've convinced myself that yes, we'll do that. We'll do that. Maybe not this week, but next week, I think. Yes. I've convinced me to do it. I twisted my own arm. Yeah, that didn't take much. I love doing that stuff. What can I say? It's true. It's true. So here we go. I'm gonna do more Axel. Yeah. There we go. How about this? Guys? Hey, I've only been. Hour and a half. I'm sure I can do this. I'm sure I can do this tonight. Aye! What was I about to do? Oh yeah. Sure I can get this done. There's no way you would have screwed this one up, douche. Yeah, isn't that always the douche way? There. And yeah, his pallor is extremely white. I think even more so than the other guys. But I'll be able to fix that in post. I'll be able to actually do that because I'm putting the white on top. So, and that's the nice thing about the way I do watercolor. Like, that's a nice kind of thing about my method of using watercolor, because it's not the traditional way. I add stuff, and like I don't use the white of the paper as the white in the painting, right? That's traditionally what you're supposed to do with watercolor. You leave the paper white as the brightest part of your watercolor painting. And don't get me wrong, I love that style too. I love it. In fact, I kind of want to do more of that, but that requires a different kind of paper than what I'm used to. Yeah, stuff that's a little in the higher price range of what I'm kind of used to. So, yeah, man, I won't be doing those soon, but I do want to do those for sure. Yeah, that paper's a little too rich for my blood. So, yeah, it's paper. Yes, I know. So, yeah, but the watercolor, the way I use watercolor is not the traditional way. Some of you probably know that, are seeing that already, like with the way I do use it. But to those who don't, I'm telling you, point blank, yeah, it's different. It's the different way. And then of course I ink on top of it. So not a lot of watercolor artists ink on top. Although I have seen that. That looks very cool too. It's like boats or something. I remember seeing, and there was like ink lines within the watercolor painting. That looked really cool. The contrast was great, So, yeah, it's contrast. So, there we go. Adding some nice crispy details. Oh, and he does have a shine. He's got the shine. He's got a shine in his glasses. He's got a, yeah, he's got some sort of like reflection in his glasses. And I'm going to make that jagged, you know. Oops. God damn it, Kyle. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There, it's going to be some shadow. Shadow. I will create a whole army of shadows. Spider-Man. You gotta watch that old cartoon, man. If you haven't seen that, oh yeah, open up your eyes, man. Check out that Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man from the late 60s, early 70s, probable why. Yeah, man, you could do a whole series of seasons of cartoons using like 100 cells. There you go. Yeah, you got a whole cartoon series. Really great stuff, though. I think they based it on the John Romita Spider-Man. You know, that bold pop art style, but adapted into, man, almost not even like. It is animated, but man, like very sparsely. But great to watch. Like it's great to watch. It's fun to watch. And yes, there's so many crazy weird villains, crazy villains in there too. That are like Dr. Zap. Like, oh my God, Dr. Zap. Science Skyboy. Yeah, like that dude. That's not a canon Spider-Man villain, man. That's for that cartoon Spider-Man villain. Then they had that shadow guy, like I created a whole army of shadows, and he did the hand thing. You know, yeah, I did the hand thing. And it, you know, to create the shadow guys, shadow creatures or whatever. Yeah, that's so much fun, man. Spider-Man. What's the Rhino's gimmick? He's like, I will create an image of me in gold bullion, then I will rule the world. Like, what? How is that a plan? How is that gonna work? You'll create an image of yourself in gold bullion, then you'll rule the world. What? How? Where's things like that, man? Just crazy things like that. You know, here's the Rhino trying to figure out how to rule the world, man. And he's in a cave under a zoo. Yeah, that's where his little hideout is in one of the episodes. Yeah, crazy stuff, man. Just awesome stuff. You gotta watch that. If you haven't seen it, yeah, it's all over YouTube's, and very fun to watch. So guys, you're in my studio watching me draw the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction album cover as zombies in a zombie version of the album cover Appetite for Destruction, and we're doing it, man. It's a poster size. Like what I'm doing, the size I'm doing it is on a 12 by 18, I think, or maybe even, is it bigger? No. Let me see. Oops. What is it? Yeah, it is 12 by 18. 140 pound Canson watercolor paper, and it's great watercolor paper. It's what I do my zombie portraits on. Check out zombieportraits.com for your zombie portrait. Man, thank me later for the awesome gift idea, man. Yes, get a zombie portrait. You cannot go wrong with that. I do it personally myself for you. So check out zombieportraits.com. The link, of course, is, well, do you even really need a link? Zombieportraits.com. The link, though, is in the description below. So you can utilize that technology if you must. And we're here doing the Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses inaugural album cover in zombie fashion. So I am turning it zombie, man. Yes, my dudes. And you know what? I've done a ton of movie posters like this too. Check those out on my Patreon. Man, you'll see a ton of like movie posters, like First Blood, like Zombie Rambo, and I really try to do like the, you know, the real feel of the movie poster and stuff like that. I've got like, yeah, I've got a ton on there. Some you'll be really surprised at. I'm sure you'll be like, oh, as if he did this, you know. But yeah, I love doing the movie posters too. So, and yeah, there's some album covers on there in there as well. I think Screaming for Vengeance, Judas Priest is in there. Tattoo You by the Stones is there. It's kind of a different. It's an old one I did, an old one. Man, what else? There's other album covers I've done for sure. There, yeah. And just regular album covers that I've done also. Yeah, for bands around town and other hither and yon all over the place. Yeah. So yes, please check out Zombie Daily on my Patreon, where the link is in the description below. And man, we're getting there. You know what? This is one of those things. You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna I'm gonna go, oh, you know what? I'm ready to do the black fill now, and it'll be done. And you'll go like, wow, I can't believe it's finished. Because soon that will happen. Because I'm doing everything sort of like not consecutively. I'm just kind of jumping around from place to place, and it's getting done, man. It's getting done. We're almost there, and I'm digging it. I hope you guys are too. You know, having a lot of fun doing some Guns N' Roses drawings. Yeah, man. There we go. How about that? And there's always room for more detail and stuff. So I'm putting that in. And like I said, I will be going in with the number 2, or .02, or yeah, 0.2 Stadler pen. And again, guys, I'm not shilling for Stadler. I just like their products. I think they're a German company, right? With that name, but that's neither here nor there. I don't like the product is a good product. Yeah, it's just what immediately that evokes, right? You know, you can't avoid that. But anyway, no, the Stadler product is great. I think they're from the Netherlands anyway. Like that matters. Yeah, like Lego is from the Netherlands, right? It's Dutch, isn't it? Yeah. How do you not know that, Rob? You love Lego. Yeah, but I'm not a historian on it. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm getting there, man. You know what? Here's this too. I've had every single type of Lego train, like from the very first motor one that went on the bumpy tracks. It had the one bumpy wheel that was like a gear for the tracks, to the electric track one, to the current one, and then there was another one too. I think of some kind. Oh yeah, there was one. There was one with There was another new one with an engine. Then there was one with an engine that you controlled with a different handheld thing. Yes, so that was the newest kind that they had. So yeah, man, I had all of those, man. That's so crazy. Lego. Such a nerd. I don't even care. Okay? But yes, I am. I am. There. Yeah. Yeah. How about this? Is Izzy Stradlin still alive? Because yes, this is Izzy, right? Izzy Stradlin, I believe. Yeah, it's gotta be, yeah. I wonder. Well, some guys you just don't, like some celebrities you just don't hear from for a while, and it's like, oh, you know. Just wonder if I just didn't hear about him passing away or that person passing away or whatever. Oh, I'm hoping you can see that. Well, maybe I'll. Yeah, because I'm really doing like minute inks. What is this hair color there anyway? Oh, it's black. So it's black. So I'm going to, just when you think I'm almost finished, I add more blue paint. Watercolor. Hate calling watercolor paint because it's not. It is paint, I guess, but it's not. It's not paint. You know what I mean? It is paint, but it's not paint. You paint me. And you know what? Since I'm here, I'm gonna activate some of that blue with some of the watercolor. Because this is pen and ink. If you didn't know, the blue here is marker. Yeah. So I'm affecting some of it with some different colors to tone it down a bit, and even purple, because I am told there's purple within it. So whoa, Pen Valanche, Bruce Valanche. Pen Valanche, there we go. I'm saved. Purple, there. It's gonna be a dirty purple though. Dirty blonde though. Adding some of that in there. Oh, sorry guys. Wow, to see me paint. Woo! But yeah, I'm putting some of that here and there. Oh, what happened there? Why is that wet? I must have touched something. Okay. But yeah, it's almost, you know what I'm going to do? Since that's drying, I'm still going to work on it, except in a completely different area, so we can get this completed tonight. Yeah, man. And then I could get a nice scan of it and post it maybe this week. Wouldn't you like to see that? Wouldn't you guys like to see the finished excuse me, product this week on Zombie Daily? I will, because I swear to God I'll post it. I will post it. And I will also post it, of course, on Zombie Portraits in the blog. There is a blog there at the bottom of the page which has all the newest zombie art. And I'm building a Zombie Daily page on Zombie Portraits as well. So that's, I know it's crazy, but I'm gonna, I want that database to be, accessible to people, and I want people to see it, man. It's entertainment. It's art. Like, there's so much stuff there, and so I'm trying to get all of that. I'm trying to get all that content on there as well. But check out Zombie Daily for sure in the next couple days, because I will have this posted up on there. Yeah. And these are like smaller lines, like dots almost, because yes, dots and dashes. Dirt, grit, this is kind of supposed to represent human flesh. So it's kind of like, stretched over, and there's lots of sort of directional lines in it to suggest surface textures. Yeah. Yes. Check the chat. I'm still sticking in watching, Christine. I'm still sticking in watching. It's like, man, it's hard, Rob, but I'm gonna do my best to watch, because, man, I'm sticking in there for you. No, dude, it's all good. I'm kidding, of course, because somebody said that the other day. Something similar was like, I'm trying to watch as much as I can or something, and I'm like, it almost sounds like you're forcing yourself to watch. Like, don't do that, guys. Like, enjoy life if like, if watching, if you've had enough. Like, I'll put a warning, a health warning on this. That's funny. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to watch. Oh God, you're so awful. Oh. No, I'm just kidding. I kid because I love. Okay, I'm gonna get into spot before I start to do stuff. That's the key. So again, I'm doing a rough sort of outline that will, I think, give it that glow when I add the black around it. So I'm kind of giving it a bit of a scribbled surface area for the outline. And there'll be sort of little zombie, I don't want to say details, but like kind of little cues to, maybe flesh or bubbles and boils and like things like that, like within that outline, like nothing too obvious. It's just like, oh, you can kind of see there's like seething in there, and curdling matter type of thing. So that again, that's part of my creative process, and like, other people might have chosen a different way of doing that outline for this type of thing, but that's the beauty of creativity, man. Like, you kind of almost sometimes do it on the spot and do it very spontaneously. It can never be reproduced the same way. I could do this 100 times and it'll never be the same. Like, it'll never be the same Guns N' Roses zombie, album cover thing as the last one. It'll be different in many ways, So, at least for me, that's how I wouldn't do the same thing twice, I already did it, right? So, move on. You move on to the next kind of thing, challenge, whatever. And you try to build confidence along the way. Confidence goes a long way in being an artist too. But you have to get to a certain point where you're proficient before you get confident, stupid. Get confident, stupid. Yeah, like you have to, you have to attain a certain level of experience, before you can kind of have that level of confidence, help you. But yeah, it's something you definitely want to achieve, and it just helps things sort of flow better, in your work. So, yeah, and sometimes that level of confidence could come right away. You could start out like that, and then try to strive for the best, but then assess yourself and don't forget to do that, and get have some feedback from even pros and stuff about your art. Again, if you want to kind of be an artist like this, an illustrator, because I'm finding that even now, I'm in demand, and I'm really digging it. Like I'm like astonished that people like my work, and like even today, a new huge sort of deal just sort of came about, and like things like that happen, and because you have a body of work type of thing, and not even laugh my ass off, not even close. Love this stuff. Yeah, no, I know, Christine. I'm just kidding. It's just funny though. Especially like the person the other day, getting that like, oh, I'm trying to watch as much as I can. Just sounds like that, because that's what I'm a joker, right? Like I'm a joke. That's the first thing I think of, is the funniness in that. I'm a joker. Yeah. Gonna look for the funny first, then ask questions later. Yeah, so we're adding some very funky, not completely black, very underground art-ish sort of hatching, cross-hatching, and all kinds of weirdness in here. Like I'm actually doing little fill designs that just sort of, I'll show you kind of a little closer here. Fill designs that I can then, add to. Like they're just little wee flowers, little wee flowers I'm drawing in there, but you can't tell because they're meant to fill and have that little grain of white inside, and I can kind of change that up, right? So, and then you can add to it, darken that area. It's like cross hatching, but with different designs, and then you can add again like another layer to it, darken it further, and then maybe show reflective light by separating the particles a little bit, so it looks like there's light in there. I might even actually do that. I don't know. Like I'm gonna see how it fits in there, and if it looks cool, and if it doesn't distract, and the other reasons, I'll keep it in there, because it just adds another cool dimension into the proceedings, like that might happen right here too, and I'll see how those areas work off of each other with the sort of patch of light in the distance behind the cross, the cross design. So yeah, we're doing that. We're doing it. Yeah. And then like I'm adding this kind of stuff, and again it's if it's too distracting, I'm gonna tone it down a bit, add it a bit darker, added in a bit darker, so I have more room to maybe spread the light that will go in this area, you know, as a answer to this. Oops, as an answer to this area, you know. Balance in there, and then again, like I'll probably throw some in there and in there maybe and in there, and yeah, we'll see how that works. And if not, I'll just blacken it right in. You know, as Wally Wood always said, it when in doubt, block it out. Yeah. So on that front that I mentioned, on that big deal front, I'll keep you guys posted on that because it is another new sort of interesting angle to the whole palette here at Zombie Portraits. So we'll be talking about some new things happening in the zombie portraits and zombie art orbit that are coming up that are very exciting. So, but yes, the news will be here first. You'll hear it here first. And yes, I'll be doing. I have to post a new zombie pinup diva every 3 days in order to make the 1100th milestone on Halloween. So I'm gonna be posting more zombie pinup divas, and I might do like an actual zombie pinup diva week-long extravaganza coming up. So and then maybe a Pokemon one too, because I got a lot of Pokemons in the chamber, and I want to do some more. And I want to be doing some at the AnimeCon that's coming up in Aurelia on the 9th. So if you guys are in the area, if anybody that is in the area of Aurelia wants to come out and see me drawing and wants to check out some of the cool prints and merch I have, and the zombie handbook and the Cape Fear graphic novel and all of that stuff, I will have it there with me on the 9th. In Aurelia. I can't remember where it's at. I know it's at a mall. I just can't remember what mall it's at, but I will definitely keep you guys posted as I get more I have the information, I just don't have it at the top of my head right now. So yes, but that's happening in Aurelia on August 9th. I'll be there, and yeah, AnimeCon. I'm really looking forward to that, man. That's going to be a lot of fun, I think. And I'll be drawing zombie Pokemon there. yeah. So if you want to come say hi, check me out in person. I will be there on the road. And then there are a lot of other announcements of cons I'll be going to coming up. I just have to confirm them and like confirm dates and things. But yeah, there's a lot coming up this year as we reach Halloween times, because man, that's going to be a lot of fun, right? Halloween, you know, those months, I love that. I'm reborn, I'm regenerated, like I'm reinvigorated. Yeah, like, you know, I love the cooler days, you know. I still have like a layer of sweat on me all the time right now. Like I've got a fan blowing in here and everything, but it matters not. It's just warm. But it is getting cooler. Tomorrow should be a lot cooler, which is really awesome and really, really needed. Oh boy, it's 11. I have to get on this, man. Woo! We gotta finish the Appetite for Destruction album cover as a zombie tonight. We have to. We have to. Oh, I gotta finish the rest of Izzy Stradlin here. Yeah. Where's my number 3? Oh, is this the new 3? No, that's the old 3. That's why I wanted a new 3. There we go. There we go. Oh my God, that's good. Okay. So, Izzy Stradlin, he's he's becoming, okay, you know what? That is right in my face. Okay. That's probably why I did him last, because the camera's right in my face there. That's why I did you last. So he's got the cigarette in his mouth. What is his hair like? It's just totally black. Yeah. Okay, well, for me, it's going to be like this, with like straw. You know. There's going to be texture in there for sure. You know. But I'm using the side of my 3 to get that. To give him that scratchy, dry sort of hair. And adding the chin area. That's also going to have some nice detail in there. You could get with a number 3. Nice sinew areas. And you know, like, this poster's pretty big, but man, like, these heads are still pretty small. So I really have to get in there with the smaller pen to put the detail in there. And I actually am using, like, you know, slight, you know, sort of line tricks to save space, you know. So yeah, I'm working very small here. Well, yeah, there's like 5 heads. 5 heads, man. Yeah, 5 zombie heads. That's a lot. And I'm going to do the hat. And you know what? The glass is still here. I'm going to make them look like they're almost not heavy, but you know, they've got depth. And then, you know, I think I'm going to do wavy for Axel, because Duff over here has the jagged lines inside of his lenses. So I'm changing up the way I depict that, and that's for a reason, because it's 2 different characters. They have different, you know, they have different looks, and that's, you know, I want that to be part of it. I want, like, people to go like, oh, you know what, he took the time to actually change those little things because they're different, you know. Nobody's going to do that, but that's the goal, right? Like, nobody's going to do that. And do I, you know, care? I'm going to do it anyway, right? I'm going to do the art the way I do it anyway. Whether it's like, I'm taking too much time, nobody's going to notice, or not, I'm doing that the way I do that anyway, you know. So yeah, like, that's a big component of how I do things, you know. Nobody's going to notice, but it doesn't matter. I'm doing it anyway, you know. And I don't know if you want to call that integrity or what, but that's just, you know, that's just the way I do stuff. Again, it's old school, and I like that. Like, I like the way that happens, right? So, okay, good. Boom. So we're getting close, guys. We're getting close to, like, finishing this Guns N' Roses album cover. What do you think? Huh? Looking good? Yeah? I'm gonna add the thicker holding lines to the heads. Oh, first I'm gonna. Yeah, you see me inking here. First I'm gonna smooth this out a little bit. yeah, there's a lot of more buttery inking coming up for these areas. This is just sort of like the beginning of the amount of cross hatching and stuff that I'm going to be putting in these areas. It's going to be much darker. You're going to see like minute, very, very small lines in there that I'm going to probably use even a 0.05 for, making that crazy. Yeah, but filling it in, but a piece of coffee was in my mustache. A piece of coffee was in there, and I just ate it. Yeah. So there we go. There we are, guys. What do you think of that? What do you think of this? Huh? Pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. And I'm gonna add the little. I'm gonna do the little, the inks on the on these things too. So that should really add to it, like having these lines more definite and stuff. Like that should really sort of make it look way more like it should look. And that's what the goal is for this one. We don't want people going, oh, is that the Guns N' Roses album cover? We don't want that. We want, oh, the Guns N' Roses album cover. Oh, man. That's what we want. That's the reaction we want. Right? So, yeah. So that's what I'm setting out to do. That's what I'm setting out to do here. Is that, paying homage to it, changing it up to the point where it is indeed a zombie version of the classic album cover, and people recognize that immediately, and then upon closer inspection go, oh, cool, they're all zombies, man. I love that. I can hear that right now. Like I can hear that happening, And I love that, And that's the kind of thing I had, the goal almost that I have in mind when I'm doing this kind of stuff, obviously, right? So, I really love those reactions, and yeah, man, it's fun. It's fun, and I just enjoy doing this, guys. And like I said, if I can help you in any way, become a better artist, or help you in any way on your journey of becoming an artist. And again, like as I've mentioned before, you don't have to do anything with it. You can use it and do it simply out of a desire, a passion, a need, a want to communicate, to get your thoughts out. To get your feelings out. It's a therapeutic sort of measure that a lot of people I think do. I can tell you for a fact, it helps me, man, for absolutely sure. And now you could buy my guide on it. No, anyway, it really does help. And it smooths out the edges, man. For me, I can tell you that. I can tell you that. No fooling. And I really enjoy it, of course, obviously, right? So that's helpful. Yeah, and you know what? I know I've told this story before where Marvel. I could have had a chance. I had a chance to work at Marvel long ago, and I kind of flubbed it on purpose, and because I wanted to see where the zombie portraits thing would lead me, and you know what, man, like I don't regret it. Like I think if I worked at Marvel, I would have not enjoyed doing art. because it's not mine. I could, like, if they hired me for me as, like, now as Rob Cicetto, the sort of zombie artist or whatever, to do stuff, yeah, that would be cool. I could do that. But, like, I didn't want to just be another artist on the roster doing, like, whatever book, right? I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to see where the zombie portraits and zombie daily thing would lead me. And man, like, I really, I'm really glad I stuck with it. I'm really glad I did. That was a huge decision, man. Because again, like DC, I could have worked for DC also for Vertigo, and there was a chance I could have done that, and I didn't, I didn't pursue it. But there was a really sort of like word in, and. Man, yeah, I didn't do that because, if I get hired to do comics, which, man, that's a tough gig, man, for me anyway. If I get hired to do that, then it has to be like, you're hiring me for me, the zombie guy, like DC has its deceased line, like there's unlimited stuff they can do with that. Hire me for that, man. Like I'll do a deceased 4-issue, miniseries, man, story or whatever. Or if you have an anthology deceased book, I'll do a story for that, man. Like, yeah, I'd love to do a one-off. Like, I could do one-off stories. I think I would enjoy doing that. But again, like hired for me, specifically. So yeah. And of course I would like promote the crap out of it, right? I would tell people that I'm doing that. But that's, again, like that's not what I kind of went after. I wanted to do my own thing. And if that includes literally, oh yeah, man, I'm doing some fun zombie Pokemon things. I'm doing fun like cartoon things and anime stuff and like kaiju and stuff like that. Like, I love doing that, man. I could do that all day long, And so that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to create my own thing, Yeah. And I wanted to kind of stick with it and nurture it. But yes. And that's the origin of me today. Now you see this twisted, broken man before you. Did you make the right decision, you dummy? Dude. You. You. Look at you now. No, I'm a very happy young man, if you can't tell. I really enjoy doing this stuff, and man, I really love reaching out to people and being able to, maybe entertain and help them in their, art career or whatever they, whatever they kind of want to do in terms of that. And like, doing like conventions, the do's and don'ts, doing cons. Like, I like to help people out with that too, of course, because yeah, it's confusing. What do you do? Like, how do you go, like, how on earth do you set up, like, you kind of seen it, but you're like, okay, what else? Like, how do you even get stuff printed? Where do you go to print things? How do you present your art? What do you charge for your art? Like, there's so much, right? There's so much there. And then how do you deal with, like, promoters of conventions and stuff? Things of that nature, right? Like, there's a lot of questions involved for a person who's, wanting to maybe be an artist and do, like, pop art conventions and pop culture conventions, rather. Whatever, like, game cons and things, fairs and stuff, and show their art. Yeah, like how do you do that too? And like, man, there's so many tips I can help you guys with that I know, like, literally for a fact they work for me, you know, without a question of a doubt, you know. And that's stuff that I had to kind of learn, you know. They don't maybe, and I'm not a book learning guy really. I'm a streets learning guy, I think. You know, I kind of have to do the thing to learn how to do it. I don't like do books very often. You know, I'll consult YouTube and things for some stuff, and you know, again, depending on whose information it is, like, you know, I'll obviously do my due diligence before I jump at any kind of, you know, not good way of doing stuff, learning a bad way of doing stuff. But you kind of know that already. You kind of see that it's not the right way to do things. So, but yeah, man, like helping people out to figure things out is a thing that I like to do, right? So, yeah, because I kind of didn't have that guidance. I had to figure it out on my own, right? And I would really love to pass on that information to people so they don't have to like go through what I did, you know. I know that sounds crazy in this day and age, like, you know, you're supposed to be cruel and keep things to yourself, and that's bullshit, Mr. Han, man. A no prize to the person who knows where that reference is from. That's bullshit, Mr. Han, man. Mr. Han, man. You're right out of a comic book. Oh my god, I love that movie. And that line. And yeah, putting a little shadow under the cigarette. Huh? See? Huh? That there's a little bit of a three-dimensional effect there, right? Yeah. And I'm gonna do the same for Axel here. You know? There. Yeah. That cigarette is dangling off his face now, guys. You know? And to sweeten the deal, I'm going to actually put some more contrast in there underneath. But, yeah, we're getting it done. It's getting done. This will be recorded for your viewing pleasure afterwards. If you do not watch the whole thing and you'd like to see it, it will obviously show up on the live stream page. But check out Zombie Daily on my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. It is a must-watch. It is live and streaming now. You can check out almost 4,000 pieces of art that are on that page. 4,000. Yeah, it's a pretty big online portfolio that you might want to check out. It's got some of my greatest hits and beyond. So please do check that out. Man, adding new stuff daily, adding new stuff every day, and this soon will be on there as well. Soon will be on there as well. So yeah, you must check that out, my friends. Your daily dose of the undead. Daily dose of the undead. There. Gunga. Gunga. Yes. Yeah, man. Oh yes, the holding lines. The holding lines around the heads. Now watch that pop. Ooh, it's gonna pop. Where is those pens I like to use? They're firm yet yielding. Where? And it's not a Tombow, it's a Stadler. And it's not a Tombow, it's a Stadler. Oh, a Stadler? Yes. Is it this? No. This one's great, but it's not what I'm looking for. Oh, is it this? No, this is great, but it's not what I'm looking for. You're in the Matrix, Charlie Brown. Is this another? No. Is this another one of my favorite pens? No, this can't be. This. No, there's only one. There's only one. It's it's the Highlander pen. There's only one. Okay, I don't have. Yeah. No, but I just saw that. No, officer. But I just. There we. What? Like another one of those? Okay, like. Where's the one I'm looking for? Where's the one I'm looking for? I need it. I need it, man. You gotta help me. I need it. Oh God. Come on, nah. Come on, nah. What? And they're not that hard to find. Sorry, guys. I'm on a journey on my bloody art table here. What? What's going on? And I just opened a new box of those. Ha ha ha. Ha. Oh man, this is embarrassing. How could? But whom? Oh, there's that cool. Oh, you know what? Here it is. Is this it? No, it isn't. Oh, you son of a. Here's the other brush pen that I was talking about. The dollar store one. $1 for this. Like, this is an awesome brush pen, yo. Yeah. Like, this might even work for this. Yeah. So I'm kind of looking for one of these, but I wasn't really looking for this one, but man, this will do the job, I think. Dollar store brush pen. It's just a dollar store brush pen. It's got style in his eye. It's just a dollar store brush pen. Do 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 do. It's just a dollar brush pen. Can you see? Can you see it? Yeah, I'm actually gonna, do some nice sort of feathering in there with that brush pen. With that brush pen, darken some of this with that brush pen. With that brush pen. Yeah, man, here we go with this. This is great. This is great. So these heads are now going to pop so much more because of this holding line, of course, as I've outlined many-o times, many-o lanterns, many-o times. Been doing the showing the holding line and what it does for your image, bringing it out, popping it off the page, off that background, sometimes I do it first, sometimes I do it last. Each way is fine. Putting the thick holding line first is a thing, and doing the like what I'm doing now after everything's kind of done, after all of the small detail lines are done, then I'm wrapping it up with the thick holding line around it to keep everything inside nice and cozy, and very poppy, So yes, doing that, and then it also covers up the cracks, man. Covers up the cracks. Helps with that too. Fills in the cracks. You know, got a piece of schmutz on there. Had to get rid of the schmutz. But yes, you know, and then I'm going to do the thick holding line around the entire thing too. You know, so that's going to pop because there's going to be a white line around everything. Also, so yeah, man, this will be a very poppy image when it's done. And again, that's intended. I really want it to jump off the page, you know, for sure. And again, this is just a fun version. You know, the original artist I pay the utmost respect for. You know, I ordinarily don't do swipes or like covers of other artists' stuff, unless like that's the specific gimmick that I'm doing. Like that's the specific thing. Like I'm doing, you know, a series of fine art pieces, right? So like Dali, and there would be Klimt and all those other greats, household names almost in the art field. But yeah, I'm doing stuff like that. But that's sort of like the idea behind it is to zombify those great pieces, right? And of course, everybody's like, "When are you going to do the Mona Lisa?" And it's like, yes, I'm going to do the Mona Lisa eventually. But man, like that's going to be a lot of fun. In fact, I'll probably end up doing that on a live stream, and you know, you can check it out. I'm gonna be doing an oil painting in watercolor and likely pen and ink. So we'll see how close I can get to the original in zombifying the Mona Lisa. And I'm sure it's been done before. You know, it's pretty low hanging fruit for, you know, a zombie image, but no one's seen my version of it, so that's kind of the you know, interesting part of that. It's my version of it, so of course it's going to look different from anyone else's, and everyone else's will look different from mine, because that is the beauty of the art East, right? Unless it was done with other means. Other shittier means, crappier means rather, I should say. I don't know what swear words are anymore. I don't know what they are. Like I don't know if saying number 2 is considered a bad word now. I thought I heard it on television. I don't watch television, but I thought I heard that on television. But I don't like to use, you know, colorful language here, because, you know, if there's younger people, kids wanting to watch and like, you know, learn to sort of draw and stuff, yeah, you could kind of do that, I think, you know. It's that scary guy that draws stuffs. Hey, my goodness, I was off that time. More croissant, yeah, adding a little bit more fluff and fuzz and mystery and brightness and detail into that outline. Oh, I also have to. Okay, you know what? I think that's a better angle anyway. Because yeah, we're getting to the point where I'm doing broader strokes and less intimate detail. So yeah, I'm gonna add those heavier lines, and yeah, he's popping right off now. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. I love that. Yeah, that's wonderful. You know, once you have that black in there and holding lines in there, I love that. That really pops the image off the page and off the background and off itself even. Yeah, because there's different planes of depth on the actual character itself, right? So, add that in, and I can actually do some fuzzy takes on the outline here as well. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And this is going to help in doing all that, all of that black background in there. Setting it up by putting some really deep dark blacks in here. Some dark areas. But yeah, I'm gonna do a heavier holding line on the banner here as well. Everything, basically, the entire image will have, like the outer image will have a nice thick, dark, bold holding line, and that will help it pop off the page where it's at, and off the black and off the white, sort of outline here that I'm drawing. So yeah, man, that's nice. That looks good. I like that. And I'm going to add, where is that? Where does that line go? Okay, that goes. Oh, you know what? I really don't like that there. I like it here better. Yeah. You know what? Okay, I'm going to change something there. Yeah, I hope I didn't screw it up, but I don't. I like this line being here better. And this going under. Like this going under the. Yeah. It's different from this, but I like it better. So. Yeah, I changed it, but I like it better that way. So, yeah, and I'm gonna add some yellow in there, but there's blue in there too. Where is my blue? Oh yeah, the blue. Whoops. Oh, geez, cap. I'm gonna put the blue in there and there. But he's mostly black, so he's mostly in black. So I'm gonna add more black to him. Will I do that through 3? Probably yes. And I'm gonna fix those cheekbones a bit. Add some more gum line. Add less teeth on the sides to make it look like his front teeth are really jutting out. Adding more black and holding lines and all kinds of things. Oh, I got a big piece of schmutz on there. Where does that go? Oh, wait a minute. That goes there. Oh boy. That's so messed up. I don't even. You know what? I don't even know where that goes. Okay, that goes there. Okay, that goes there. Right, this goes here. Yes. Okay, there. Man, I had the same problem the other night with this. I think I was like, how do these things work? These lines, but I'm actually going to make them like sort of like worn also. Like I'm going to put little details in them to make them look worn, like it's like metal or something that's been kind of rotting or has texture in it. And yes, I'm adding that kind of right now, as you can kind of see, I think. I'm adding those little sort of molten details inside there, like, oh, the metal is kind of dirty and rusty and whatever. It's some kind of metal. I'm assuming, right? Like I'm kind of just assuming that through the inking. I'm making that up kind of thing, I think. You know, I'm just making up the rotting areas or the rusted areas. And it's like, oh, you know what? That actually looks like something now, not just lines. You know, it actually looks like some kind of material. And I'm thinking it's, you know, metal or wrought iron or something, you know. But yeah, there's like pieces eaten away, and there's like little pits in it and stuff. And again, it adds to the texture of the whole thing, you know. Like even doing this little part of the rim of Axel's hat here, I'm adding more texture and depth to that, you know, little piping there. And I want that to be a part of this because, you know, I want there to be a lot of detail and a lot of description, a lot of characteristics. I want it to look lived in. I want it to look dirty, gritty, you know, and that kind of thing. And almost like underground comic, EC horror comic type vibe with this, you know. And that's kind of what I'm doing, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna add more of a holding line to Axel's face here, and yeah, he's popping right off the page. Now I'm going to do Izzy Stradlin here, thicker holding line around him. Nice. I'm going to cover a lot of that up because I can't really even see it. So I'm adding some more. Oh yeah, he's got, like, it goes way out there. Awesome. Okay, good. And then, you know, maybe some more darkness in his hat. How does that work there? Oh, okay. So okay. So you know what? I'm just gonna do this. That's gonna be much darker. And it will touch the top of his hat. And then I'm going to put more black in here because he's got, yeah, that going on. Yeah, and it's almost like that. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, you guys can still see that. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm just making I'm making the heads like really pop off that background with the thick holding line, as always, as I kind of always do for these types of drawings. You know what? Even for the cards, even for the sketch cards, every kind of thing, I'm putting a heavier holding line on there so that it pops the image off a little better, pops it off the page a little better, adds depth. And all of those nice things. So yeah, man, I'm doing that for the final stages of the Guns N' Roses drawing here, and yeah, it is soon to be completed. What do you think, guys? Is that exciting? Yeah, it is for me. Yeah, I get to, you know, I have to go out and do a bunch of things tomorrow, and I have something really interesting to check out and stuff. And I want to go out and get this scanned because I don't have a scanner big enough for this. So I'll get it scanned as I'm doing my things. And it should be a little cooler tomorrow, a little more palatable. So that's good. But yeah, I want to get this scanned and post it for you guys on Zombie Daily. So yes, please check out Zombie Daily. The link is in the description below. Just click on that link and you'll be transported into a world of incredible amounts of zombie artwork, all done by hand, by me, Rob Succhetto, the inventor of zombie portraits, and drawer of more zombies than anyone on planet Earth. Your zombie laureate for Earth, Rob Succhetto, that's me. Yes. I worked for the Walking Dead show. I invented zombie portraits. I wrote the zombie handbook. Man, like I've had a pretty crazy artistic career because of zombies, and I really love it. And I still do it to this very day, and you're watching me do it live right now. on the YouTube. Yes. So I'm very thankful to have this channel and to be doing this for you guys. I've wanted to do it for years. People have been asking me for years to do art live streams, and I'm finally doing it now. And I'm really appreciating the feedback. Today is the 25th live stream that is on the channel. So you're part of the minor milestone of today being the 25th live stream done. You know what, guys? I'm sure if you check out the live streams, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna be picking up some good art, neat art tips and things of that nature. You'll be seeing some cool art being done right in front of your eyes. The creation of it. They go from literally sketches to finished products within a video. So there's a lot to glean from in the videos. I don't know if that's kind of stuff that people pay for in like drawing school, like online drawing school things or whatever. But I'm giving it up for free. You can watch me draw. And learn some maybe like little tricks and things, and just not even tricks or hacks or anything, but kind of just this is an easier way or a better way to do something that you might be struggling through, if I can help you, that's awesome for me to be able to do for you. And yeah, you know what? If you have the ways and means, guys, at some point, if you'd like to help support the Patreon page, a $2 a month donation goes directly to new art supplies that go directly to creating more art for the page. Yes, it is a huge and valuable thing, resource for me to have you guys help me do that, because man, like traditional art supplies are very expensive, and I'm doing all of this like with real paper, pencils, other art materials, watercolor markers, all that kind of stuff. So if you can help out in any way to help me create more cool zombie art, I would really appreciate that. That'd be awesome. And yeah, you'd be, helping out the arts, man. That's a noble thing. I know it's like a lot of people don't regard it as much, but it's a thing that won't be around very often. It will be a thing that will leave less magic in the world. And I'm telling you, man, I lament that day. It's awful, but it's inevitable, I think, judging by the way, things work on this planet. So, it's unfortunate, but it's going to be a thing, and yeah, preserving art and having people, still doing creative things with traditional materials and stuff like that. That is a fantastic thing, man. If you could help perpetuate that, it would be wonderful. And you could start with me, and I'm creating art on a daily basis, man, like every single day, and you're seeing it happen. I ain't fooling you. This ain't a trick. You go to my Zombie Daily page on Patreon, and you will see daily art posted for as far back as you can scroll, man. Yeah, it's a wonder of nature. I do highly suggest you check it out if you're into very cool art. Hey man, your next tattoo might be there somewhere, lurking there, ready for you to go, oh my god, a zombie this? A zombie Dalek? Yes, I'm putting that on my body somewhere. So, yeah man, what is your pleasure, sir? That Zombie Daily is a crazy place of incredible amounts of art. So yeah, check it out. The link to that page is in the description below this video. Please subscribe to the channel to help me create more content for you all and for the planet that we live on. It needs more magic, man. It needs more art and wonderment, and you know, I really appreciate your help, and even just your views, man. Like just your views, just you watching the videos, man. Like I said, if you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome. You know, helping me to get into that higher echelon of algorithm favorability. You know, to put it to put it eloquently. Yeah, that would really help. That would really help. So we're chugging along here with oh my goodness, it's getting completed. Look at that, guys. Thanks for sticking with me for this one. Man, it's really coming along. It's almost done. What you gonna do when it's done? Yeah, we're getting it done. We're getting this completed. And again, there's no race to get it done. We're just adding the details as we go, and where I see them, where they need to kind of be, and where things can be kind of helped or made better. You know, I'm looking for those areas there. This is kind of like I'm doing another pass of these kinds of areas, and I'm kind of looking at them going, oh, you know what? This could use a little bit more definition, or this could use a little bit more, you know, character or whatever. So yeah, I'm bouncing around. I'm going all over the place. I'm bouncing around the entire image, trying to find areas that need work, or better clarity, or more contrast, or whatever the thing is. Really. Gonna do Slash's hat here with the heavier holding line, of course, and the brim. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that was nice. But yeah, there we go with some nice. I love those thick lines under there, and then, you know, showing his hair, like the thickness of his hair there too. You know, I love that. That's great. That's great. Like, it looks like there's deep areas in his hair, you know? So yeah. Within the curls. Yeah. So yes, I'm digging this. I'm digging it, and I'm gonna kind of level out the hair up here for Izzy Stradlin. And again, like, I wonder if Izzy's still around. Yeah, like, are all the band members still around? I think they are. I hope so. Yeah, like, I think somebody told me that they saw them recently too, like a concert. Like, I saw them live, and I was like, oh my goodness, like. Surprised they're still touring and stuff, because it always seemed like Axl was like the problem, not being able to get them together and stuff, and all this. But no, I'm actually glad. I'm really glad that they're doing concerts again. That's awesome. I hope they're doing well and entertaining people well, man, and not pulling any garbage on stage. You know, because I kind of heard that Axl was notorious for that, but maybe he's changed his ways. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're adding a lot of like fanfare and detail to the white outline here. Yeah, to give this a little bit more, you know, detail and kind of texture. yeah. So putting that in there. There. It's coming along. It's almost done. It's almost done. I keep saying that. 4 hours later. It's almost done. Well, skeletal. Yeah, I'm all skeletal. That would be fun. What am I looking for? Looking for a pen that's not gonna cause a fuss. That's not gonna have too much of an ink differential, and it's not gonna look weird. You know what? I guess I'm gonna have to use a Stadler. I'll have to use a Stadler. Yeah, kind of do this. I'm gonna have to kind of do this, and then when I'm done doing this, I should have the entire perimeter covered. Yeah, I should have the entire outside of this kind of prepped for the blackening, the inkening of the blackening of the rest of this. The background will be obviously on black, right? Because man, I've got so much stuff on this table, it's not even funny. But yes, putting the black fill in the background, and then kind of, seeing where really you need to, or I need to rather, fix things even better. But doing this is pretty much it's the final step in doing the drawing entirely. Yeah. Well, I probably will add some. I will probably add some highlights here and there, I think. But other than that, after I get that black backgrounding, it's going to be done. It's going to be done. We figure it will be in a couple of days. 8 years later. We hope it'll be done in about next year. 17 years later. There. Oh my sweet zombie, oh mine. Oh sweet zombie, oh mine. Sweet zombie of mine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming along. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, yes. Watch what I do. And you know what? I might actually be doing something. I might be actually doing something I shouldn't be doing, but I'm going to try doing it anyway. And that's why I'm going to do this right now, because I'm going to try something that will help, hopefully, speed things along. Because again, I am not in the business of taking forever to do drawings. I am in the business of doing drawings very quickly. This is Zombie Daily. So, yeah, I am going to put in as much, good hard work and due diligence as I can in each drawing. There's no question about that. But at the same time, I've given myself a deadline to do the drawings, and that is get them done daily. Like this one I did in 2 days, but maybe a Pokemon took a day, or maybe I did 3 Pokemons that day, so it kind of evens out. But generally, it's a zombie drawing a day. Oh my goodness, and it's midnight. Wow, I should be I should be going, I don't know, I can continue. But yes, I want to get this done. I want to get this done tonight. Yes, I must do. I must I must get this It must be done. It must be done for you, Spider-Man. Spider-Pan. Yeah. There. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. I think it's coming along pretty well, guys. I don't know about you, but I kind of dig it. I'm liking where it's going, man. Yeah, if you can see that what I'm doing there again, just some nice details in the zombie faces, right? Like adding those little you know, underneath areas, sinew, all of those types of things that identify the zombie better, you know. So yeah, adding all that stuff, you know. And then again, you know, I'm doing the fleshy banners, you know, like the banners are like they sort of have a human flesh type texture, and as does this, but this is the other side of the flesh, you know. So the skin would be on the other side of this, and this is the, you know, the bloody side, right? So I'm gonna add a little bit more to that. In fact, you know what I might do is kind of add some more brilliant red in there in places, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of that. And do it in, like, what do you call it? Dots and dashes? Dots and dashes? Yeah. Yeah. Like, not make it too overpowering or overwhelming in that red, you know. Because again, like, I don't think this red is like super, like, I think that's almost, I don't know, it's almost the same, maybe almost the same brilliance, you know. So, but yeah, I think adding these little sort of brighter red chips within the duller red banner part here is good, you know. I think it adds a little bit more pop to it, you know. Yeah. So there we are. Boy, where else do I have to? Okay, there's just up here I have to sort of placate in terms of the roughness area part, you know, getting that in there. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll be able to add the black in there a little bit, and you'll see what I'm going to do first. I'm going to try to, and you know what? This is far from like finished, but it's going to be kind of done to the point where, you know, I could work on it for another 3 hours and you probably wouldn't notice anything. But if you see it after, you'll appreciate it, you know. So I'm gonna bring it to as close to completed as possible tonight, and then I'm gonna probably do a bit more because I'm gonna have to look at, like, I need to look at it. This is a big one, right? So I'm gonna need to kind of look at it and assess a lot of things before I call it finished, you know. But in terms of, like, you know, going, oh, well, you know, this is as close as it's going to look, but not be finished, that's what I'm bringing it up to tonight. But see, now I'm putting this, and it looks like this pen is absolutely waterproof. So that's kind of good, you know. So that ink, rather, is absolutely waterproof, so that's fantastic. but I'm putting this blue-black watercolor wash in behind to help me when I use whatever it is I use to put the solid black back there. You know, and if there's little pieces, like there's little nuts and bolts in there, ink or paper wise that you could see through the black, hey, that's fine too. You know, it doesn't have to be a solid black. It can have white. It can have salt in the pepper. You know what I mean, type of thing. So yeah, but yes, I'm putting this, and you know what? Like even if there is that sort of salt in the pepper, it's going to have a blue or gray tinge to it. So again, it's not going to be totally white. You know, and that's again, I want that. I want that. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm painting. I'm using this underpainting, so to speak, kind of wash here, so that if I imperfectly ink it, which I'm kind of intentionally doing, there'll be spots where you can see underneath, and I want those spots to be this color, this blue, very deep blue. Man, I could literally add tons more color in there. I could add brown, and you might see little brown shapes in there. You know, in within those little cracked pieces. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, like it's not going to be entirely black. There will be some little spots of detail in there. You know. Crumbs. Yeah, and I'm using like brown. I like brown. I like blue and brown. I like the grays that it creates. There's some nice deep tones and earth tones, rich tones in that. So yeah, I really love that. I really love adding blue and brown together to create the different types of grays. Yeah, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's true. Like I love the combinations of gray that you get. You know, having a little bit of warmth to some of them, an earthy warmth to some of them, and some of them are colder, and you know they're kind of versatile, right? They're versatile colors, you know. They're very moody. So yes, guys, I hope you've had a great time tonight. I know I have. I've had a fantastic time with y'all, watching and drawing and doing this Guns N' Roses Part 2 Appetite for Destruction album cover. Man, you know what? I think I'm going to call it a night. This is as close as I could get to finishing it because of the extra wash I'm adding in here, and by the time that dries, it's going to be kind of late. So I will show you the finished. Basically, it's going to have a bit more. You know, it might have a bit more detail here and there, but primarily it's going to be the black background that's gonna and that sort of affected, like I was saying, background with the different sort of color variations. There'll be some parts showing, and you'll be able to see like some little cracks of brown and blue and maybe even purple or something within this black, you know, because here, you know, that's a total black, and I'm gonna see how much sort of little bits of detail I can add, as to not distract from the cross itself, of course, but to add some more depth and detail and mystery in that background black. You know what I mean? But again, not change the aesthetic. You know, just add some mystery to it. Be mysterious. Yeah, being mysterious. It's always good. Everybody likes that. Everybody likes mystery in people. So there, too. There we're adding a bit more. See, that's what I'm going to probably end up doing is adding a bit more, like, you know, oh, okay, there. I just added that to Duff's hair, and that looks awesome. And I just added that to Axel's hair, and that looks great, you know. So those little things. So I guess, you know what, I kind of apologize. I think I kind of set this up that I was going to complete it, and hey man, if you want to stick around for another hour and watch me watch this paint dry, then yeah, we can do that. But yeah, I don't think that's fun. And you know what? I've got other things to do, but I'm not going to just kind of start stuff point blank at this point. So guys, I'm going to kind of leave it at this. And I hope you dug the live stream tonight. Man, we got a lot done though. Like, look at that. That's crazy. Like, look at that. Wow. We got a lot done. We got a lot done. Yeah. That's almost done. It's almost done. But yes, I have to do that background, the black kind of thing, but with like I said, there will be areas that you'll be able to see underneath, and those little areas will have little flecks of brown and blue and maybe purple and things like that, you know. Not too much, not to distract, but to you know, add to the mystery of that background, you know. So yeah, but man, this is juicy as hell. This is sweaty, man. This is yeah, this yeah, I won't be I gotta wait a while for this to dry for sure. I really poured it on, and I really wanted to, because I really wanted to have a very dark background to ink on top of, and I will be inking on top. Couldn't do that tonight, guys, because of this extra wash I wanted to put on, and it's for the good of the drawing. It's very much for the good of the drawing. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I hope that I've earned your subscription. Yeah, I'll see you guys again soon. What is it, Tuesday? So I think Thursday I will see you for another live stream, and I think I will have some interesting things to do for that as well. So tune in, and I'll keep you posted. Yes, and I want to do you're just watching, I look like the Lorax. I'm going to do some, I'm definitely going to do some critiques, some portfolio critiques and stuff, and some drawing actual lessons. So look for that. I'll be telling you when I'm doing that too. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Rob Succhetto is saying all the best wishes and love until next time.